I Wish You Knew was created to give a voice to the millennial generation, a place where we can come and talk about things important to us. And we've covered many topics this season, but today we're going off the script and giving it to you straight. This is what we wish you knew about what's really on our minds. Hello, I'm Torrin L. Cooper, and welcome to I Wish You Knew. Millennials often talk about not being heard or being looked over when it comes to certain matters. But today, we're speaking up and doing just that. We've got a full house ready to speak their mind about, well, anything. Here to tell you what they wish you knew are...
Mia Victory.
Hi, I'm Adam.
Hey guys, it's Byron.
Oh, hi, I'm Anika.
Hi, I'm Helen.
Hey, it's Zeppelin.
And I am Brittany Timmons.
So friends, this is your opportunity to say what's on your minds. Go.
Entirely too much because I'm a dad now, so I'm gonna just throw that up.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations, Byron.
How is that?
Being a dad for all the millennials with kids or planning to have it's a ride. Like it's a fun ride though. It's like every day it's something new. I'm not saying just go knock somebody up, but definitely like if you
Don't do that.
Thank you.
don't do that.
You get so many more
Absolutely
Instagram
not.
likes with the baby in the picture.
Be definitely
That's gotta be pretty nice.
Be in love, but like every day is something different. Like she's only 2 months and she's already taken steps, so you know where she got that from.
How about all the misconceptions about millennials? We're lazy, we're too entitled, too techie, job hoppers. Like,
Well, technically, I am a job hopper, and I
me
am
too.
lazy
All
sometimes.
day.
I worked a lot of jobs in
But I'm lazy because I work so much. Like
Exactly.
I deserve
I have
to be
reason to be
lazy.
lazy.
That's an oxymoron.
I'm lazy because I work.
because I work
I'm
so
lazy.
much.
You
on the
just be
weekends.
tired, you be drained.
Right, I be drained. I job hop, to grind. That's what we do as millennials.
Getting that.
I do think that's one thing about millennials. I don't care what nobody say. Nobody can say that we don't grind to make something happen. I know a lot of people that even if it's like a part of their career or just to eat that day or to feed their child, millennials grind.
We're a lot more true to ourselves too, because we won't be content in a job or something. If we're not feeling it, we on to the next.
Definitely.
Right.
Passion is important.
But some people think that's a bad thing. That just because we don't like a job, we like, okay, well, I gotta find something else. Some people feel like
that's
that.
we're impatient. That's
I don't think we're impatient. It's just like we don't know what we want, but we know where we want to go.
Exactly.
And if at this moment it's not getting us there, then it's all right, chop.
That's perspective though, because we are, because our parents are used to loyalty and sticking with one thing and make a government job, solidifying that and having something for retirement. We kind of like, look, if this ain't feeding my mind, my spirit, my passion, listen, bye.
Well, I'm right now.
Right.
I know some people is like,
That's-
about right now. I ain't happy. This office makes me unhappy, so let me go.
Where's that going to lead though in like 10, 15 years? Do you think
to
that
the money?
you sound like financially, like do you all think that we are going to, as a generation, going to have achieved all the financial goals and success goals with that sort of mindset by like not necessarily sticking?
And I don't know that our parents have reached all of the financial goals and mindsets.
I think that's based on the individual. Because for me, if I quit a job, it's because it wasn't for me. It wasn't down the path that I see myself. I'm sorry, but filing papers for me isn't where I want to be in that 15
and
years.
somebody
Shredding
is totally
paper sounds
consistent
great.
with them.
Getting rid of everything.
But that's what I'm saying. Like we don't just quit and just do nothing. We quit to start something. We start something different, and we follow our passion. So in the next 15, 20 years, I plan to be in my career, but that can take longer if I'm just doing a job just to do it. So wherever I see an opportunity to further my career, that's where I'm going.
And
Come on.
That's one of the things I think the older generation they really didn't understand that, because back then even my parents, they still they get that government job and you just ride it out until you get your 401k or whatever till you retire. For me, it was like I'm trying to do so many things, start a business, do this, and do that. That one job was only paying so much. So at one point I had like 4 jobs. It was like, yo,
in defense of like our parents and grandparents, like they kind of like set it up so we can actually live this luxury.
Exactly.
So like, I live with my parents, so I live with my parents and they look out for me, so I can afford to just do what I want sometime. And they're like, all right, well, we're working hard, but if you're gonna do what you're gonna do, like do it to the best of your ability.
Exactly.
Like we're gonna ride with you. We did all of this stuff and set you up. So I think that millennials are, riding on the backs of our ancestors.
Exactly.
Sure. I mean, we're dreamers too. Right now we're not thinking about 401ks. We're not thinking about health benefits, dental insurance. Like we don't even know what that is.
We're covered right now.
Can you see these?
I got mine all fixed up before.
We're doing what makes us happy, and I think that's great. And it's it's a perk of being young.
Yeah.
I would say that I think millennials, I think we, like you said, we are dreamers, and I think we're dream chasers. I know, like a lot of my family members, they have had certain dreams. Like my father wanted to play football, and this was supposed to happen. Da 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 da. He didn't get there, but I think a lot of millennials see my mom and dad had to do this, and I want to do something different than what my parents had to do. So I think for me, in my perspective, I know one thing that I stick to is I'm not giving up the dream. I'm not saying my parents gave up theirs, but they put things on hold to raise a family and to play by the rule book. I don't think my life has a rule book.
Right.
If I want this career to happen, it's going to happen. Exactly. Not by any means necessary, but by any means necessary, I'm going to get there smart.
But that's the thing, though. I feel like there's that by any means necessary is equivalent to like there's a level of sacrifice that you're willing to make. I feel like there's a lot of millennials who are like, yo, like I want to do my own thing, but then they want to do their own thing in every category. They're not willing to make that sacrifice that like is absolutely necessary.
This is good. You're doing good. Go ahead, Zach.
Spend some knowledge, you know what I'm saying? No, but that's real. It's like there's a level of sacrifice that has to go into anything you want to do. So we can't just be, we want to do what we want to do across the board.
All right, so hold that. We're going to come back to this, all right? I'm loving this conversation, but we have to take a break. First, it's trivia time. Emmy Awards recognize excellence in television. What group is behind the Emmys? The answer when we return. Welcome back to I Wish You Knew. So we got a little bit into like millennials and their passion. So what else is on your mind? Helen, what do you want people to know? What do you wish they knew about anything? And don't start with Beyonce.
Okay, you just said Beyonce.
But don't start with her. Let's go to something else.
Okay, can we talk about celebrities?
All right. Okay. Anybody but Beyonce?
You're trying it though. Like why?
So how about Jay-Z?
That's
How about Jay-Z's? Okay, I have. What
Yeah.
about? I know one thing. People say the millennials' music, our music don't mean nothing.
Ooh.
A lot of our music doesn't really have a point or a substance. What y'all think?
I think it does have a substance, especially trap music. Everybody loves trap music,
House
right?
Everybody loves it. Because everybody loves it doesn't mean it has a meaning, but
I
it's,
think there's a category for everything. Every time when you listen to music, you don't necessarily want it to be so deep and philosophical, but we have artists that we go to, just like other generations did. Like, for instance, an older rapper in a sense, Common. You gonna listen to Common when you want to provoke thought, when you trying to be
when you
deep.
just quit
You know
your
what I'm
job,
saying?
you got $5.
Yeah, you want to feel something. And then you're gonna listen to Jay. He gonna give you a balance. But you know what I mean? So I think our generation has both. We got the Kendricks, the J. Coles, and people that talk more. It's not just surface, it's deeper. So I think it's a
say one
balance.
thing. Y'all know I'm queen. I love trap music. And I just want to say, if you listen to a song and it may seem like there's nothing of substance, just know that these people still have the melody, and so there's talent. It takes talent to make music. So still appreciate. Just because they ain't talking about what you want to talk about, it's still good music.
And even if you don't listen to the lyrics, you can still listen to the beat. Like,
Like someone made the beat, someone designed the melody
producer
to
has
rap.
talent, though. That doesn't
Yeah.
mean the artist has talent. Like the producer has talent.
If they came up with the melody to rap, I think that's talent. To go over the beat, clearly talent.
so let's
The
go back.
lyrics. I think y'all talking about the lyrics. What the artist
I'm
put
just
in the
saying,
lyrics may not
don't
make sense.
ignore talent just because you're not getting what you need from it. It's still there.
I think I was done with rap. There's this, it was something like Gucci, Ride Curry, Bling, Blah, Wow, or something to that effect. That
Somebody
was the
said
line
that?
in the song. And when I heard that, I was like, Okay, I'm done.
But if they say it in like a really like melodic way, that means it's good, right?
It's
Not
art.
to me, because it was catchy. I was into it, but I was like, nah.
I get exactly what Mia's saying, and because I have the experience with recording people. I've had people who came into the studio and they wanted to record a trap song, whatever, and I mean it wasn't like so deep, but it was rhythmic and it was nice. Then I've had people come in there, literally true story, and talked about like one line was like stuck in a trash can or something like that. And he got put out of something, blah, blah, blah. And then the rest of the track, he was just making like grunting noises. I'm like, bro, get out. Like, I don't.
You can leave. You don't have anything to say.
It's like, I mean, your type of rap is different from his type of rap, and everybody else. Do your own thing. You can still pay
poetry.
me. Exactly, but it wasn't. It was no poetry in motion. It wasn't.
Do artists have a responsibility though with their lyrics for like their listeners and like for the next generation of people coming up?
Most definitely.
Because that's my only thing though when you talk about
all of them. I wouldn't say all of them.
So then
I think they do have a responsibility. Do they step up to that responsibility? No. I mean, I think yeah, you would love to think of artists that you're at this status and people know you and you can send out music and people can listen. You should want to use that. But every artist, they're not all doing it.
Most artists are trying to secure the bag.
Yeah, they just want that check.
That
point.
I think they should make the music that they want to make. Yeah. Like they don't make it so you can listen to it. I want to make this music because I love music. Yeah, exactly. You can listen to it if you want to or not.
If they don't make the music so you can listen to it?
They make the music. I mean, essentially, yeah. They make the music. As an artist, if I'm an artist,
how are they gonna get paid?
But no, let me tell you why though. Because at the end of the day, if philosophical rap became this huge moneymaker, I promise you, everybody would all of a sudden be so thought provoking.
Well, let's make that change.
They do it solely for money.
Okay, Mia, make it.
You can tell it's Chance the Rapper who hasn't signed with a label and is just making money off of touring. I mean, I don't think he's in it for the money at all. A lot of his songs are like about religion and his family and his daughter. I mean, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a balance in our generation. I think it's a balance in our generation.
Let's move on.
I think there's merit to like just meaningless pop.
Yeah.
Like, you just something you want to listen to just to like turn up and
for sure.
Helen turns up.
Megan Trainor.
Right. Some music you just listen to the beat. You just just rock out to
along,
it. You don't care what they're saying. They can be talking about murder, and it's okay, right?
a lot of them.
But that's what some music is. Like you just don't listen to what they're saying. You just
and that's why,
like the beat.
I listen to it like that.
But that speaks to our generation about how not careless, but how like open to we are to like a lot of things, not really knowing what's out there, what we really listen to.
I'd rather have Migos than Rick James any day. That's just me.
Well, I think Rick James is a legend, so I wouldn't disrespect him like that.
His music is great, but it's like back then it was a different scope. Like back then to be different and do stuff like that was so much different than like what's different now. Because what's different now is what everybody wants to be. And what's different back then was like sets you apart from everybody else. So he's still great.
I think if you just be yourself, you'll naturally be different from everyone else.
So let's go back to Helen's point about celebrities. Do you think people are invested their lives in like the celebrity friends, not friends, but they're people they follow? Do you think they're too invested in like the Beehive? Do you think people are?
Absolutely. Let me tell you why.
Beehive.
I can identify with that because your girl is like Beyonce. She's everything. But for me, it's not just because of the fame. I literally admire her work ethic. To me, she solidifies what having people who believe in you can turn into. Her father believes that she is the best performer in the world, and look who she is. Ain't nobody doing nothing with her in terms of numbers. I like what she stands for. I like the work ethic. I like that she ain't got to say nothing and she says everything. Come on. Like Beyonce, like I can't. She's everything.
What do you say,
Helen?
Helen?
What?
What do you say? Do you think people are too invested in?
No.
Yes,
she's a part of the
people are way too
You're a part of the
invested
Beehive?
in social media.
I think that they are because like they know everybody else's stats, but they don't have no stats of their own. Like it's like I think that if you're gonna be just as invested into an artist, you need to be invested into like what you're doing, unless that is your career. Like if your career is built off of like being invested in somebody else, that's cool. But like if you can name every record this person's dropped or like every basket this athlete put up, but then it's like, so what are you doing? In the silence, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Just say get a life right there.
I mean, I get that, but I don't know. I feel like it's just what it is. Like, if you like it, that's what you into. Whatever you into, that's what you're going find your time looking at. Like, some people like reading the Bible
like
all
cooking.
day, so they only read that. And then some people only like music.
All right, hold that. Okay, we're gonna come back to some more stuff. More conversation when we return. Welcome back, and thanks for staying with us. So we've talked about a couple of different things today. So what is it that you really wish people knew about? And we're not talking about Beyonce no more, so we're over her.
I would say for me, I wish people took us more serious. And I can only speak for myself because I try to be serious. But it makes me upset and it gets me kind of angry when I approach adults as an adult. I may look younger than you, but you don't know my life.
Right.
You don't know my struggle. So you can't look at me and judge me based on my age or based on you thinking like, oh, she's just like all the rest of them. Whatever that category is. Matter of fact, we need to have a person that can validate what that means. All the rest of them, when they put us in that little category like we're rowdy and we're reckless and all this
and
stuff.
Lazy.
I don't like that.
And
but I wish people like gave us a little bit more props. Give us a chance. All of us not the same. Some of us out here are trying to get it.
Right.
Some of us do have respect for our elders, but give us that chance before you just look at me and shut me out.
Right.
I know for me, I don't like the idea that I'm only one thing, or I'm just one. I'm one. I'm not more multidimensional.
Like you gotta fit in the box.
Yes, like if I like entertainment, I don't care about affordable health care, or if I like to keep up with anything else on social media, then I don't care about who's the president or something like that, because that's not reality. Millennials are all of that. We like it all. We're very serious. We care about what's going on, but sometimes we don't know how to necessarily voice it or get to that destination. So we kind of fall back from it because we don't know. And when we're unsure, we kind of just be like, I don't know.
We throw it off, we brush it off.
And labels are really hurtful. And as I'm like a huge comedy nerd, and especially during like the election season, you know, you have all these people saying, oh, like, you know, don't listen to comedians. Like, what do they know about politics? You know, stick to making jokes. It's like comedians are social commentators. Like their job is to, you know, take the pulse of the country, you know, through that.
In their art,
Exactly. So, you know, I hate all the labels.
I just wish people, I wish millennials, I wish our peers knew that life waits for nobody. You know, I think we're all pretty passionate up here, but I wish our friends were as passionate as we are to chase their dreams. Like, even if you want to make paper plates for a living, do that. Like, you can do what you put your mind to. Just like this show, like, it didn't just come like for me laying at home in my bed. Like, I had to put in the work, and this is what I wanted, and I was really passionate about it. And I just wish my peers knew, like, you can do the same thing too. I know there's things that will hold us back, but, you know, like, start, like, small things, making small goals, and each day, like, checking off things and just go from there. Like, be more passionate, be serious.
That's real talk.
A plan is very important, because I feel like that's something that millennials, we kind of lack. We don't always plan things out. We kind of see the goal, and then we do what we think we're supposed to do to get there, and then when we don't get there, we be like, oh, hi, Mom.
And that hurts my feelings. I get bothered. I wish, like, I don't know. I wish some of us really manned up, women up, and really took control of our lives.
Exactly.
Because I know a lot of people is just like their mentality, and just by the way they're living, is just like, I mean, I ain't gonna be nothing. I'm not gonna amount to nothing. I'll never get that dream. I'll never go get it. But then I can sit here next to people that went to Howard University with Taraji P. Henson, and can look at her on the screen and say, she always said she was gonna go do that.
Exactly.
And I'm sitting here like, we can,
of the tongue.
you know, we can't sit here and watch these people forever. Some of us gotta move in. But it just hurts my feelings when our African-American brothers and things like that. And I can only say that because that's what I live with and that's what I'm around. But I hate to see people give up. And all the stuff that's going on and with police and stuff like that. I just hate that we get so thrown off.
I'd like to jump in and say, you know, another kind of directed towards our peers. I wish they knew that, you know, well, the quote, respect the process. My dad used to tell me that all the time. And my grandfather told him that. And to me, growing up, I really didn't know what it meant because I was younger, but now, like, I live by it every day, like, respect the process. Like, it takes a process to get anywhere in life, really.
Yeah, definitely.
And prime example, I wanted to drive all my life. So the process was turn 16, boom, get your learners. Turn 17, get your provisionals. Turn 18, license. 18, car. 19, $1,000 worth of tickets. That's another story. But it's just a process with everything. And just like, with my label, like now, I literally just bought the graphic for my business. So now I'm about to just put that everywhere. So
That's awesome.
a year ago, I didn't even know what I wanted it to be. But now, look where I am. So
Let's give Byron a
Come on,
solid
Byron.
praise.
Jordan, this is not class with your kids.
Some snaps.
yeah, it's on the way. It's on the
I
way.
wish our millennials knew that just because someone else is doing something similar to what you want to do or in your field, that doesn't mean that you can't too, or that
Right.
there's not enough space or money in the world for you, because there's only one of you.
Right. Everybody got their lane.
That's very
You do
important.
yours, and I'm gonna stay in mine.
Yes,
We can
you
the
do
same
you
thing,
for
so-
me, and I'm gonna do me for you.
Exactly.
Because there's only one of that, and I think it's easy to get caught up, especially in our generation, because social media is so present that you find yourself wanting to mimic something because people have success or they found
Yeah.
success in doing that. So now you want to do that because you want that same thing. But there's only one you, in your mind, and who you are was created in divine order. So it's like,
All right.
Yes, divine order.
All right now. That was pretty good, right, Nika? That was good, girl.
You're yourself for a reason. Figure that out. Like,
Right.
do you, be in your lane. Keep looking straight. I mean, indulge, look around, be inspired. But
Yes.
you don't have to do, just because they have the success you want, you don't have to follow their path or do it the way that they did it.
And if you want to switch lanes, put your blinker on.
Put your
And I hate when people, and this, I know this is kind of like off. I hate when people are trying to get over and they just zoom over. Listen,
I'll be here first. Like, let me know you come out
Driving
there.
but that just got,
But you
that
should
just triggered
know-
something.
I
It
think
triggered something.
You should also know what's going on in that other lane. Like, you shouldn't
yeah.
just be like, yo, I want to get over, but then you don't look. Like, you should do your research as well.
Definitely.
Read, do what you got to do.
Give respect where
And that's
respect
one of
is
the
due.
things that, like, we don't always necessarily do. I talk to so many of my peers. I'm like, yeah, so what are you reading right now? They're like, I don't got time to read.
How?
What else are you doing?
Reading is fundamental.
You just spent
Grandma,
10 minutes looking at your
reading
phone,
is
man.
fundamental.
Like, you could have been reading.
For real, that's the thing, right? So it's like we
Teach
gotta
it to 'em.
also make sure that we educated too from that,
For sure.
from
No,
that
but
front.
Reading is
going
like
back
a
to
pastime for some
going back to what Mia was saying, like, so many people, especially in creative fields, they look at other people that are the same age doing similar things, and they
Yeah.
think, okay, like, I have to be at that level. And truthfully, first, collaboration is huge. You should always try to help each other rise up. And then second, you have to stop the comparisons, because everyone is going to get there eventually. And just because you see it, on social media, on Facebook, and someone's updating their LinkedIn positions, whatever, you'll get there too if you just work hard
Can
enough.
I piggyback real quick? Just
Real
real quick. I wish millennials, man, I wish we stop hating on each other.
Stop
It is so much hate. We can all get it.
Especially
We can
here
all
at
eat.
home. There
We
is.
can all do what we gotta do, but I just think it's we hate on each other. Like, you ever walked in a room or walked in somewhere, like there's a party or something, and everybody's head turns to just look you up and down and just have this moment of like they just disgusted with you and they don't even know you.
Right.
I just wish millennials stop hating, and like you just said, work together. I think it's room for all of us. It's room for
Together.
all of us, but if we work it's better
together,
working as
I
a
agree.
team
And
instead of
Britt,
attacking
if
each
we
other.
operate positively, I don't think that leaves room for microaggressions, and those are things we've been talking about on the show. Feeling some type of way about this and that, and that's your everyday life.
All right. Thank you all. This has been such an enriching. I feel like I've just been to church, Thank you. Thank you all for joining us today. Before we go, panel, do you know the answer to our trivia question?
I have no idea, and I can say that with an honest answer.
Right, we don't know today.
The Screen Actors Guild.
We wish we knew.
Yeah, that's something I wish
That's
I knew too.
something I want to know.
Can you
Right.
tell us?
So the Emmy Awards are sponsored by the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences in recognition of excellence in the television industry. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
See, but they normally just get the thing and say thank you to the Academy.
But who's the group of people that decided this? That's what I'm
That's a bunch of
There's like a lot of people.